Good day, boxing fans. There is a big weekend coming up for South African boxing on the international scene. Friday night in Dubai, Thulani Tools Mbenge will be defending his IBO welterweight world title against the unbeaten Russian Vadim Musayev. If you want to break down the fight with me, stick around. As a little aside, I got a book that was missing from my collection from a long time. It's a Brian Mitchell biography by Rodney Hartman, right here across my shoulder, entitled Champ. It came out when I was, I think, either a young student or still a high school kid. I can't remember which. And I never got this book. And I got it a weekend or two ago from nobody less than the champ himself. So thank you, Brian, if you're watching. Greatly appreciate it. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Thulani Mbenge has made a comeback of note. He won 2 fights last year and another one in the beginning of this year, but the biggest one was towards the end of last year when he regained his IBO welterweight title, winning the vacant title in England over Michael McKinson, who was a tricky southpaw, a box and move kind of guy. It's a fight that I thought he might not win, but he surprised me and he surprised everybody. Put in a stellar performance and just out-hustled and outworked McKinson and put in a very good performance to capture that IBO belt again. He wanted to stay busy, fight towards the beginning of this year against an outgunned Namibian, but took care of him, knocked him out, and now he's up for a serious challenge because in Dubai he's facing an unbeaten Russian, Vadim Musayev. He's 13-0 with 8 knockouts. He's also a southpaw and also a guy that likes to box on the fly, but he can punch as well. What I've noticed about Musayev in his last fight against Jose Miguel Borrego, a tough Mexican who's never been knocked out, he fought on the back foot for the entire fight. He has a sort of a right jab that he touches and he pats with and he kind of flicks it out. It's sort of a rangefinder jab. He leaves it dangling there. That's something I don't always like. That's an opportunity perhaps for Thulani Mbenge. Mbenge, as we can know, he can punch. He's got a good left hook. He's got a good right hand. And you know, when that lazy right jab of Musayev pops out, he might be looking to counter with a straight right or with a left hook if he gets into range. Now, Musayev, I've noticed he's dangerous in the first 5 rounds. That's when he gets most of his stoppages. He doesn't stop people late. And he plants his feet and he gets aggressive when he feels comfortable, when he feels his opponent doesn't pose any danger. And then he takes him out. He can put his combinations together well, like you expect from Russian fighters out of that East Bloc Soviet amateur schooling that they have. But what I've noticed in the Borrego fight, he was on his bicycle all the time. He would stop, he would engage, and then he would circle again. He could move to either side, and he uses the ring well. Now, I wondered why he didn't plant his feet more, but Borrego, despite the losses, had a good knockout ratio. So I'm wondering, Vadim Musayev, how good is that chin really? You know, if I look at the facial structure, as I often do with fighters, he's got a narrow tapering jaw, and those kinds, often, not always, but often they don't take a punch well. So if I'm Mbenge, I will start aggressively and I'll try and test that chin of Vadim Musayev. I think Mbenge has been in against the better guys, and he's fought on the road before, and I think he's learned his lessons fighting on the road. He's got a record of 22-2 with 16 knockouts as Mbenge. And you know, his first loss was there in Germany against Sebastian Formella. It was a very close fight. I thought it could have gone Mbenge's way. And then later he suffered his second loss in another close fight in France against Solomon Sissoko. And it looked to me, you know, that Mbenge, he kind of struggles to cut off the ring and fight these guys that move. If I come right at him and I try slugging with him, that's more his game, you know. Then he tends to give tit for tat and he overwhelms him with heavier hands, or he wins the rounds. Now, in the Michael McKinson fight, I thought McKinson was all wrong for Mbenge, but he definitely learned his craft, you know, and Mbenge, after the first few rounds, he got McKinson, he pulled him to the ropes, he pulled him to the corners, and he simply put him in a defensive shell and started outworking him. And I think that will be key Friday night in Dubai against Vadim Musayev. If it becomes a boxing match, and if Musayev can go into his rhythm, moving to the sides, back and around the ring, use a perimeter of the ring, then it's going to become another sort of close fight where Mbenge is going to play catch up. And we know what happens with close fights on the road. Neither one is from Dubai, but I'm thinking, you know, the Russian would probably be seen more as a home fighter. And we know what happens with close fights. You know, you don't win close fights on the road. So I think what is key here is for Mbenge to hurt Musayev, to make him think twice about planting his feet. And then the other thing is, he's got to cut off the ring better than Borrego could do it. He's got to put him on the ropes, put him in the corners like he did to Michael McKinson. And he's got to outwork him, and he's got to outslug him. He's got to get his respect with the power. You know, otherwise I can see Musayev, you know, jabbing and outworking him. Counter over that flicking jab that Musayev sometimes puts out. I would do that as well. So you guys must tell me in the comments below, who do you think wins this one, Mbenge or Musayev, and how do they win it and why do they win it? But I think my gut just tells me, you know, Vadim Musayev has not been tested to the extent that Thulani Mbenge has. I'm not sure how well he will take Mbenge's power, if he will just walk through it or he will just avoid it altogether. If it can put him in a defensive shell, make him tentative about using his hands, and it can turn out like the Michael McKinson fight, where Mbenge just outworks his opponent and sort of bullies him around the ring. So that's the big question. How well will Vadim Musayev take what Mbenge throws? You know, I don't like the performance of Musayev in the Borrego fight. I think, yes, he won easily enough, but it was very much on his bicycle. And I think, you know, if that was the way he fought against Borrego, he might fight that way against Mbenge too. So it depends whether Thulani Mbenge can corner him enough to outwork him, and for that, you know, you have to hit the body, and it's hard with a guy like Musayev, whose hands and his arms is protecting the body, because he uses his feet to get out of harm's way with his head, to get his head out of harm's way. So I would say Mbenge must go attack the head, go down to the body, attack the head, go down to the body, vary his attack, and stay the aggressor in this fight. You know, I don't think Musayev is going to plant his feet and come to him. If he does, all the better for Thulani Mbenge, unless Musayev, of course, can take Mbenge out. Now, he's got a good lead right hook from a southpaw stance where he throws and he swings himself out with the momentum of a punch. Mbenge is going to have to watch for that. But all in all, it's just a gut feel. It's a very, very even fight. But I just think both have got good momentum. Musayev has been active, been boxing more regularly than Mbenge. But I think Mbenge is riding a good momentum now. So I'm going to stick out my head and say Thulani Mbenge is going to retain his title on a unanimous decision. It's going to have some technical difficulty, maybe some drama. He's going to have to chase Musayev down if Musayev doesn't feel confident that he can hurt Mbenge. But I think Tools does this by decision, and that's how I see the fight there in Dubai going down. I think our guy is going to come up on top. But that's my opinion, and sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Guys, remember to smash that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything, helps the channel. And until we see each other again, remember to keep those hands up.